Now that I've been sworn in, I'd like to make a motion that we allow council members with small children to go first. And I want to thank you, Denise, for administering the oath. You've been a wonderful mentor to me and a leader in the South Bay, and we're all very proud of the work that you've done. Also want to thank my family. Gracias a mi familia, a mi padre y a mi hermano que están hoy aquí, a los miembros de la comunidad que me conocen de mucho tiempo. Thank you to my wife, Xochitl, and my daughter, Isel. And I just, as some of you might have seen, she was out to the side holding Isel while we were trying to be respectful to the others, and that's the type of wonderful human being that I married, and I'm very happy to have her support as I move forward. Also, I want to thank all of the volunteers for my campaign. It was a very grassroots campaign. Over 18 months ago, we sat in my living room for the very first time trying to figure out how we were going to do this. How a young man from Barrio Logan was going to become the next council member for District 8. And as we sat there trying to figure things out, from that point onward up until November 2nd, many people came and went and supported the campaign in many different ways. And so I want to thank all of you who are here today. I also want to acknowledge at this time wonderful staff that I've been able to put together in the very brief time that I've had. And they come from all sectors of life, public sector and private sector. And I think we put together a fabulous staff. And if they could just stand and be acknowledged, please. Thank you all once again for accepting to sacrifice with me over the next 4 years. This will be some challenging times ahead, and I appreciate you making that sacrifice with me. Most of all, I'd like to thank the people of District 8. I'm really humbled by the opportunity that they have given me and the trust that they have placed in me. When I was 17, I was told that my family and I were going to become homeless. Well, let me explain. At the time, growing up in Barrio Logan, a lot of changes were occurring with the downtown community. Our neighborhood was starting to see a lot of influx from a lot of individuals who wanted to live in this place that was known as Barrio Logan, a gem that I've known for my life and that people started to discover. Someone came to the door, they knocked. I believe my mother answered the door. The person only spoke English. My mother was monolingual, Spanish speaker. And like I had done many times before, I had to translate the news. I tried to think of a way to not instill any fear in the news that I was about to deliver. I had been able to get away with it a lot easier when we were in the parent-teacher conferences and I had to translate. Couldn't get away from this one. Soon realized I couldn't get away and I told her the truth. My mom was a pretty strong woman, but I'm pretty sure that there was some fear in her eyes that day. We soon were a little afraid of where we were going to go. Couldn't afford to rent in Barrio Logan with 2 working parents. Could we afford to live in San Diego at all? We would have never been able to solve that dilemma in life by ourselves. And we didn't. My lifelong neighbors, the Garcias, took me in for my last semester in high school, while my family, my dad and my mom, went to go live with my sister. Eventually, figured out the system. Our family was able to buy their first home and realize that portion of the American dream. It is in others that we often find hope in our moments of need. As Americans, we tend to believe that we can overcome all obstacles to success on our own. But sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you just can't do it alone. We're often reminded how intractable the city's problems are, and indeed, our problems are so large that it is very easy to despair. But it's important to realize that many families in District 8 and throughout San Diego overcome much scarier problems every single day. People are still losing their homes. Parents have to find a way to support their children on minimum wage jobs. Retired military veterans have to stretch their monthly pensions further and further to cover increasing health care costs. Families make hard choices and lean on their neighbors for support. By pulling together, they find solutions. We can do the same at the city. We have the luxury of having elected leaders, who I am very, very pleased I will join, that work very hard and tirelessly to make things better in our city. But no matter how hard we all try, if we don't try together, it's not going to get any easier. Whether it's balancing our budget or finding a way to revitalize our neighborhoods and our economy, we have to work together and treat each other with dignity and respect. The problems belong to all of us, and it's going to take all of us to solve them. Thank you very much. I look forward to serving all of you. Thank you.